Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Firefly Tarot. Today's pick a card is Urgent Message or Messages from Spirit. This is my second take. I didn't have so much luck with the first one because I was asking an angel or a guide, but this time I'm just going to go directly to Spirit. I feel like it'll just work better. We have 4 different options here. They're all incense holders, and I will show you each one, but the options are listed as always in the description and the comments. I'm not going to say much in my intro other than thank you for your patience, and I will get back to the how-to video soon as well. Okay, so let's look at the options here for today's pick a card, Urgent Messages from Spirit, or message, we'll see. Okay, so here's group number 1. This is the Sun. Group number 2 is the hamsa. Group number 3 is the tree. And group number 4 is the flower. Okay, so just take a breath. Go with whichever one you are called to the most. Remember, the general reading might not resonate 100%. But whenever you are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 1, which is the Sun. Okay, let's get right into it. Spirit, this reading is for group 1, please, and the energies for them, especially your urgent messages or message. Please provide us with clear, guided messages for group 1. Okay, so let me try to redeem myself for take 1. All right. Spirit, for group 1, please, for group 1. What is your urgent message? Or first, would you like to tell us what does this concern, please? Spirit, for group 1, what does this message concern? Please and thank you. Thank you. Okay, group 1, it concerns something having to do with, well, actually, I need more cards. Hold on. Spirit, what does this message concern, please, for group 1? That helps. So yes, Queen of Cups, the Emperor as well. Oh my. And the Knight of Swords, as well as the 9 of Swords. This is concerning, over here, the initial thing that I felt was that this may be concerning something. It's a layered message. This has to do ultimately with your psychic development, spiritual development, enlightenment, your whole spiritual journey and path. Okay, so that's the broad picture. But if we are narrowing the lens, this may have to do with a connection that you are currently in. Okay, group 1, I do feel that that is the case, because when I tried this the first time, that's exactly what happened. But it didn't go well, so that's why I had to start over. But the message came through again, which is interesting. So here's the Emperor, okay? Let's take a look at that for a second. This is either representing an energy in your life or an actual human being, okay? And this energy or person, being that this is a general reading, it is going to resonate differently, so just take what resonates. This energy or person is behind the Queen of Cups, right? So the Queen of Cups is looking, well, actually looking at the cup and not really noticing that there is this energy behind behind her. Okay, I say her because of Queen. So she's not quite noticing this. But what I'm getting from this Emperor energy is that this is either a person or an emotion or energy itself that is really controlling or rigid, or I don't know what other words would go well with this to represent everyone's situation, but this is it's just very blockage type of energy. I don't really have the proper word right now. Over here, I feel that there is something in this energy stream of yours that is quite worried and distressed a lot about something here. And with this Knight of Swords, it's either an urgency coming from you or the whole situation. Your guides, perhaps, are trying to urgently press you in some way to let you know something. This worry here, it is underlying. It's distant from you, but it is persistent. I feel that, yes, it has been trying to tell you something. We'll get more cards, but I'm just trying to see if I can extract as much as I can from here. This is telling me that this Queen of Cups character, which again is probably you, is really unaware of the situation entirely, of what the depths and maybe even the gravity of what is going on here. If this is a person, group one, for if you're dealing with a person in your life that is a negative influence in any way, okay, that could be the case, that this person may not always have the best intentions for you. If you're dealing with not a person, but something within yourself, an energy within yourself, there could be some internal either blockage or just any kind of negative force within you that is completely anchoring you and holding you almost captive in a sense. Okay, and that captive word could resonate for some of you if this is a person. This Emperor feels like, this Emperor card, it feels like he's watching every single thing that she's doing. Okay, again, pronouns don't matter. I'm just going by the, these cards. But yeah, look at his eyes. He's just, it looks like he's monitoring every single little thing. So there could be a little bit of even an obsessive thing going on here. But I'm seeing this Emperor card as a brick wall. This Emperor feels like, and he's even sitting on a stone throne or cement, whatever this is. I feel this really rigid control coming from this Emperor card because of the way that he's holding his, whatever these are, these items in his hands. Spirit, then what is anything else that we need to know regarding the situation for group one so that we know what we're dealing with? What is this concerning, please? What is this concerning? Yeah, so they're saying that basically for some of you, you may be completely unaware of whatever this is, what's going on behind you, literally behind you. Okay, we also have here the Three of Wands. There is a chance that this is talking about distancing yourself from this, or it may also be something that is ultimately inhibiting your growth or blocking your growth. So that's where the message is starting to come in. Can we have anything else before we get the message, please? We have the Magician and the Ace of Wands. This is about creation. The Ace of Wands is passion and creativity, and then this Magician I'm seeing, instead of manifestation, I'm seeing pure creation. The Magician is a creator in a lot of ways. So there's a lot of mixed messages with this. The reason for this, it could be the interconnectedness between these two energies, right? Between you and either the energy or this person, whichever one resonates. It's almost as if there's this unsaid battle of who gets to create what. It's really interesting. So let me leave this here for a second. Now let's get the message. Spirit, what is your message? I didn't mean to do that. I don't know if I should take this or not. There are no accents, but I'm not sure. Sometimes if I'm not focused, I don't like to pull the card, but let's leave it for now. King of Cups. Spirit, can you please tell us, what is your first urgent message? What is your urgent message for group one? What do they need to know about this? Well, that's pretty clear, group one. You don't have to maybe take my word for it, because everyone is going to use their own intuition and judgment. But you got two pretty obvious cards, and you all saw how that landed on top of the Emperor card. So the urgent message here from Spirit is simply move on from this energy or this person. Walk away. Okay, that's what they said. That's clearly what they said. Now, if you don't feel like that resonates for your situation, they could just be saying, walk away from the stress and from the hold and the control that this situation, person, or energy has on you. We had over here as well the Temperance card. So this has to do with, well, actually, the way where I placed it, you can't see it much, but where I placed it was actually on top of the Nine of Swords, okay? So they're asking you to take care of yourself and your mental health, because for a lot of you, this may be completely taking a toll on you in a way that you don't even see right now. You're all the way over here. This is a world of a difference, or of a distance, between you and the stress that is accumulating over time because of this situation. It is clear to me that Spirit wants you to get away from whatever's going on here. And we did have this card in the first take that I did of your reading. I didn't do anybody else's, just yours. And this was also there, the Seven of Swords. And I just wonder what level of deception or illusion is involved in this situation, okay? My goodness, it was a lot. And so yes, this Temperance card is focus on your healing. Seriously, so that's the urgent message from Spirit. Focus on your healing. You know, you may or may not, depending on your intuition, of course, always. But I mean, you got the only two walking away cards in the deck. That's really strong. If you really feel that this is not resonating for you, please, just go with your gut. And maybe it's not your group, but like, holy cow, this is really strong. I'm going to clarify and get more information, but that really hit me. And the Eight of Cups fell on top of the Emperor's face. You can't even see this person's face or this energy's face anymore. Which may have to do with blockage. So like if you are dealing with a person, it may be talking about block this person. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's get some more info for you. The King of Cups is just sitting here quietly. I'll leave him there for now, okay? Let's use different cards. Let's try the new one that I got. These are like the softest cards ever. It's really strange. This is the Alice in Wonderland Tarot. But they're extremely good quality. I've just never had cards like this before. Spirit, we need more, please. Please and thank you. Can you give us more? What is your message for group number 1? What is your message? We have here the Four of Hedgehogs, which is the Four of Pentacles. These are adorable. We have the Six of Spears, which is the Six of Swords. Again, holy crap, that is, wow, that's crazy. Okay, you got it twice. Well, actually, you have 3 moving on cards. That's insane. This time it's falling on top of the Nine of Swords, indicating this time it's time to move on from the crazy amount of stress. Okay, it's making me like, I feel it. It's really upsetting. Like if you're going through this right now, this is very upsetting. You're gonna have to take some time to heal, like heal your entire nervous system if that's how much it's affecting you. It's very stressful. We have over here the Page of Teacups, or the Page of Cups. Look how beautiful the cat is. And then we have here the Two of Cups. Yeah. Now, you know what I'm thinking? Since we have the Two of Cups here, the Page of Cups, and then the King of Cups, this could be a hint that perhaps, okay, I'm upset that I didn't see this sooner. Now that's the blockage. That's the blockage. That is really funny, because I just noticed the obvious, that this is a divine counterpart, okay? So when I do my readings, I'm in it with you guys totally, right? So I didn't even see it, okay? Wow, that was a journey. So, group 1, I think you can see where I'm getting at here. There is a blockage to an energy right now that is your counterpart, or at least something that fits with you, that is in balance with you. Over here, this is not, from what I can see, this is not a balanced situation or energy at all. Down here, it does seem quite hopeful for that. It's a very different vibration. If it's water energy. Here, even though technically speaking, the Emperor, I think, is a fire, right? Because it's representing Aries, but this down here, the water, it feels very chill, like very calm, especially with the beautiful cat. And the Four of Hedgehogs, though, the Four of Pentacles, is indicating a bit of blockage and stuckness, though. Okay, Spirit, can we please have more information? I'm still, there's something here that I really need to crack for you. Spirit, can you just tell us more? What is your urgent message? What needs to be illuminated here, please, for group 1? What do they need to hear? Group 1, please. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, wow, and the Five of Swords. Oh gosh, Two of Cups at the Two of Swords at the bottom, and then the Nine of Cups beneath that. This is not really a new message, so I'll try to get something different for you in the next shuffle. But yes, here it all of a sudden it shifts into healing. And then here with the Five of Swords, it's just showing a little bit more of like almost a resistance energy. Three of Pentacles is not showing me much either. It's more of just like either indicating a third person, or maybe Spirit asking you to work with them. Okay, maybe that's all they had to say to you. I mean, Spirit, why? Why is this your message? I mean, it's kind of obvious, right? Spirit, can you give us a little bit more understanding here of your original message? What do they need to know about the original message, please? Oh my goodness, we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so that's a very good reason. Let me explain. And then over here we have the Eight of Pentacles. I am getting in this situation, I don't know who it's coming from, but I'm getting the energy of someone trying over and over and over again, and they won't let it go. And then this one over here is talking, I mean, you can see it, that this is coldness. This is lack, suffering, struggling. And I guess Spirit is saying that that's all that they need to say. If you are feeling like this, they're basically saying that that is enough explanation, and that the focus has to be your healing. Now, I don't know if they're trying to say that this has to be a permanent moving on, but because I can't ever tell anybody that, like, only we, each individual person, will know on our journey what to do, right? But what they're saying in terms of your healing is that you cannot actually heal successfully and be at peace if there is this constant back and forth or struggle or even suffering and distress. I don't think that anybody could really successfully heal if there is a constant negative force in the way. So I guess another way of saying that would be that you need a break, not just a piece of a break. You need a substantial time to heal and to find balance. Is there anything else that you need to tell us, Spirit, for group 1? That might be it, actually, but let's see. Is there anything else that we need to know? We have here the Five of Wands, another 5 card. And then we have the Moon. I mean, that artwork is beautiful, but the Moon is not the greatest card for the situation. Can we have anything else? Any final messages, please, for group 1? I'll explain these in a moment. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Hold on. Oh, gosh. So what we're looking at here, here with the Five of Wands, Five of Flowers, this is talking more about, so you got another conflict card, right? So it's just confirming that part. Let me see if there's anything that they want to say about it. Yeah, I definitely see the painful aspect of it. I see it almost as, like, I see these spikes coming through. Here with the moon, it's showing that, yes, there's fear, there's uncertainty, there's dimness. We don't see the light right now. The good news is that you will see it soon. If you give yourself the space to, if you give yourself the opportunity to see with clarity, which is another part of their urgent message. They want you to see clearly. In the other version that I did for you guys, the Queen of Swords came up. It showed tunnel vision. And that is not something that any of us are aware of. That's the scary part. Like, any one of us could be having tunnel vision, meaning to say that we're only seeing one aspect of the situation. That anybody could go through. So nobody is excused from that at all, or exempt from that. So that's why we have to be open-minded and say, man, like, is that what's happening right now? Am I really just seeing through tunnel vision? Is that the case? And if we can't even get the answer ourselves, we just have to be open and wait and see, and wait for that clarity, or seek that clarity. I see that clarity does come through. Like, that's a great thing to see in your reading. Ace of, it says One of Spears, but this is the Ace of Swords. You see the light shining from above there, and it's like a feeling of triumph, that image. We also have here the, oh no, we saw that already. We have here the Seven of Cups, Seven of Teacups. We have the Four of Cups here. And was there anything else? No, we got that one already. Okay. This could just be representing blocking of an opportunity. But the overall impression that I was getting even from before was that a huge part of your path is being affected by this particular situation that you happen to be in now. And it's not just a random situation. This is a big piece of your spiritual journey. You know how, like, in video games, I'm sorry to compare it to video games, but video games is life. You know, it's emulating life. So you know how we're meant to go through these particular challenges and obstacles in the game, and once you beat it, your power level like completely triples, or whatever the case is. That's why you're in this, because you were meant to learn a very vital lesson. All right, and you're going to see that when you come through on the other side of this, you're going to have that clarity. You're going to look back and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I totally see what they were saying now. That's all I have to say for you, Group 1. This was very interesting. They don't want to say anything more. I'm going to leave it there because, and I've never ended a reading so abruptly before. Let me know if this resonated, because I was confused. I was definitely confused. There's still a lot to be said here. But let's leave it for chapter 2, you know, when we get into this again, because I feel that I can't say anything more. It's just they put a blockage in front of me and said, stop talking. So I'm going to do that. Thank you guys for watching. I truly wish you the best, okay? I'm sending you love, and I will see you next time. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 2, which is the hamsa, I think. I hope I'm saying that right. Spirit, can we please have, this is for group 2 and the energies for them, especially your urgent messages or message. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Spirit, can you let us know, what does this message concern? Please, for group 2, what does this message for them, the urgent message, concern? All right, we have 3 major arcana cards here in a row, and then the King of Swords. You have the Justice card, the Fool, Strength, and the King of Swords. So you guys are really coming through as quite powerful, logical, honest, and moral or ethical or something like this. It's really strong energy coming through here. I also am getting bravery, obviously, like, you know, with the strength, but yes, a lot of bravery and even fearlessness for a lot of you. This is really strong energy. So it kind of feels like, I mean, with the Justice card and the King of Swords, it kind of feels like a lawyer type of energy, where it's someone like the archetype of a lawyer, unless some of you are actually lawyers, where it seems that you are one to be able to stand up for truth, for justice, for fairness, and all of that. Okay, so that's why you guys weren't playing around. I didn't even say 2 words until the shuffling, just, you know, very straight to the point as well. So the message that Spirit has for you, the urgent message, it may just have to do with you and yourself and your journey. We're going to have to actually look into it, but this is all you. Can we please have more, Spirit? What do we need to know before we get into the urgent message? We have the Lovers here, the 6 of Pentacles, another, holy crap, another scale. So you have the scale, the sword, another sword, and the scale again. Very interesting, right? And then the Judgment card. Justice and Judgment together. It's such a legal energy. This has to do probably with something about your balance, because I'm getting balance from these 2 cards, the Lovers and the 6 of Pentacles. And then over here with the Judgment card, this could have to do with your next stage in your journey. In other words, maybe your ascension, your enlightenment, your, like, you're evolving or enlightening in any way. Okay, so now I'm just trying to figure out if I should take these back. Let's get the message now, but I think I'm going to leave these and I'll just grab another deck, because so that we have a full one. Spirit, now we're ready for the message, please. Whoop. Okay, no. Spirit, what is your urgent message for group 2? What do they need to hear most urgently? Oh, okay. Not literally, but okay. You guys are intense. Okay, yes. Group 2. I'm usually all for it, but I'm like, I'm sleepy, so I'm not awake enough for this. Spirit, what is the urgent message that you have for group 2, please? Urgent message. Oh, goodness. This has to do with your balance. Definitely with your balance with this Justice card. And I should have caught that here. I didn't say the word balance, but this is triple balance is what we're talking about. The first card that you had was the 9 of Swords, okay? There's something that you may be tremendously worried about at this time. I don't know if that is the case. If it's not right now, it could be soon, or maybe even like a past energy, but this is really a big part of the puzzle right now. Huge amount of worry here. Or maybe it could be, if it's not worry, it even could be a little bit of like that sadness piece of the pie, like maybe a depressed energy. We have also the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Sun, and the 10 of Cups, okay? There is a chance that a lot of you are dealing with a child. Very loving energy here with child. I don't know if it's more than one, but maybe this has to do with justice in regards to a child, or like justice in general with you and balance with you. But this is a very beautiful, nurturing energy. It's filled with hope and inspiration. So I'm trying to see how this is relating, but I guess the first message could be something about this part. If someone is an intense amount of worry, and distress about things that they cannot control or things about the future, then I think that the only antidote to this is to have faith and trust and surrender to the divine with things that we cannot control. And I only say that because it's the only logical thing I can think of. Otherwise, we're going to be worrying forever and ever and ever and ever, right? So I think the first urgent message, and they did say it when the card popped out, but I didn't blurt it out. They're saying to stop worrying so much. I think that with this beautiful light down here, they're trying to tell you that everything is going to be okay. I know that's cliche. We all hear that all the time. But look at these cards, okay? So there's a protective, bountiful energy surrounding the situation. If you're not dealing with a child directly, it could be even your own inner child energy, or let's say potential for the future. Maybe the Ten of Cups is talking about your future, maybe your future in with like a family, potential for your prosperity. So whatever is resonating for your particular circumstances now, Spirit is asking you to have a bit of faith, that things will be bright, okay? And they're telling me these messages, but they're saying them twice. Things will be bright. They said it twice when I said it the first time. But yeah, the problem with this card is that if we're really focused on anything but the present, we are blind. This person cannot see. They're literally blinded in this card because they're just focusing either on the future or the past. If we're focusing on the future, it's usually worry and distress. If we're focusing on the past, it's usually regret or loss or, any kind of yearning or sadness. And both of those are toxic to our spirit. And you can see how in this card, that's represented a bit by the black background, complete and utter darkness. There's nothing there except the pain, which is the swords. And to top it off, this person can't sleep well either. So there's a lot going on here, but ultimately that is what Spirit is telling you. That is their urgent message, that you have to stop doing this to yourself. And not just that, but that things will be bright. They said it again, things will be bright. That's 4 times, okay? So over here we have the Fool, and this is the sunniest energy. And it's funny because it's really matching the vibration, the frequency of the Sun card down here. Bright new beginnings, right? So now we're getting into layers. You guys think about 9 different things, so to speak, in this card of the 9 of Swords. So they're giving you a message for each of these things. There are bright new beginnings at your access or in your potential, in your near future, available to you, okay? It's hovering there a little bit, but if you were to reach out and grab it, you would find it. That's what they're telling you. With the Strength card, another message that I'm getting here, something like you don't always have to be brave, or you don't always have to be the strong one, so to speak. Like they're saying something like that. You don't always have to be that person. You're allowed to take a break. You're allowed to just just be in the shade for a moment. You don't have to always be that person, is what they're saying. So that may have to do with a role that you have taken in your life, or maybe in your family, or something like that. You're still shining through as this King of Swords energy here. You are incredibly righteous, like very ethical, very moral, and you are able to see through so much fog as a person. So that's a huge advantage, a skill. It's even a spiritual gift, in fact. So now let's go down to here with the Lovers, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. I do feel that in your journey, in your life path or destiny, that it's pretty clear to me that you are meant to help others or give to others in some way. This doesn't suggest that you're getting nothing, but I do feel like this is a big part of your path. There's so much love coming from your soul that you can't help but do this. And I think that their message is almost to say that no matter what, even if you feel that 100 things can go wrong, you're always going to fall naturally back into the place where you belong, which is your destiny. or you and your path. You don't have to even try. You don't really even have to think about it, because this is you attract this energy because of your heart. You are a giving person, and it comes from you. This brightness comes from you. You see the nurturing energy with the pentacle. With the green, I'm getting a lot of healing and heart, and yes, the energy of the healer, but also that of a leader with that red there. You're also someone that's able to really be firm in your stance. I'm getting a solid energy, like the true to the earth energy of this card. There's something very solid and stable about you. Therefore, I do feel that others, especially children, feel safe with you. That's really interesting. So, oh my goodness. So they said something like that phrase, thank you for your service. They said, thank you for your service, for what you've done, or for what you even will do for a lot of you. For the younger generation. Oh my God, that's beautiful. That's so beautiful. So let me just pull a little bit more for your side of things. Let me try to use the Alice in Wonderland Tarot. It's hard to draw them how I draw them, but let's try. Spirit, can we please have any more clarity for group number 2? What do they need to hear in addition to what we see here so far? It's group 2. What else? What do they need to hear? We have another child card, by the way. Oh my. So I didn't draw one. I'm just wondering if I should take these, because it's 3. Let's see. We have here the 7 of Teacups, or 7 of Cups. We have, oh, that is so nice. This is beautiful. Look at that card, the Star. Oh my goodness. And then we have here the 4 of Teacups, or Cups. And the Page of Flowers, or Wands. That's really nice too. So you can see, yes, more childlike energy here. This is, I'm feeling a little bit more of your own inner child coming through. The sense of, it's like curiosity or adventure and play. I feel that all of what you're doing here, in a way, is channeling, unconsciously channeling your own child self with that. It's kind of like a passion for life, a passion for the gift of life, or something like that. That's kind of, it feels like on some deep level that's what's happening. That's what you may be channeling. Over here with the Star, there's an incredible amount of hopes and dreams in this card, and I feel that you're going to stand tall to make this happen. So again, why worry about it, is what they're saying. I know it's easier said than done, but it's just so much beauty. It's kind of like, with all this beauty and all this brightness, how can anyone feel that darkness? Like, it's just so overpowering light. Oh my gosh. And then the fact that the Star card in this version is white, the white flower, is matching the white flower in the Fool. So again, the hopes and the dreams, it's pure innocent energy, pure, purity itself, pure energy. Really amazing messages. And then over here, the opportunity with the 7 of Teacups. It could be a bit withheld here with the 4 of Cups, the 4 of Teacups. So any other final messages about the new things that we saw for group 2, please? Anything else? Anything further? I feel with the Star card that you're going to unveil a dream, vision, hope, or wish that you've had. It's going to be unveiled very soon, if not already. Maybe you already know what it is, but it's shining twice as bright than it did before because the veil is now removed, okay? All right. Holy crap, that's crazy, okay? So you have the Strength card again. Look how cute. These cards are adorable. Oh, goodness. I'll probably link them if I remember, but they're Alice in Wonderland. They're easy to find. And so when I was talking about the veil being cleared, your clarifying card, now that's really funny, you have is the Ace of Swords, or the one of Spears, it says in this card deck. So you can see for yourself, look at that clarity and triumph. you know? And I think the other group got this as well. You see the light shining down here, and it's matching the little starlight. Starlight is really important. The word star, maybe you guys have heard me say before, starseed for you. But this is just the most hopeful, inspirational energy ever. There's so much hope for your path. So, oh boy, there's a lot going on here. It's definitely overwhelming. But we already established that it was overwhelming with this card. So let's just get a final thing, because I feel like it's going to be too much. But is there anything further about the Nine of Swords? The urgent message, please, Spirit. What is it? Group 2, please. Whoa. Oh. Okay. Okay, I just noticed in passing because it looks different, but you got on the bottom of the deck, again, the Nine of Swords, okay? So just be careful. Be careful with this. Try to recognize if this is what you were doing. Page of Spears, like just try to be aware. That's as far as they can really say, because it's not an easy thing to catch and be aware of. Oh, wow, look at this. You have the Wheel of Fortune. The Ace of Cups, One of Teacups. You have the Two of Hedgehogs, or the Two of Pentacles, as well as the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So, your final message, group 2. This right here, again, I mean, they said the same thing. They said the destiny. Again, they gave you the same message. They're waiting to pour positive energy, love, and healing into your heart space. They're waiting to do this. At the current time, there may not be a lot of room if there's all the swords on the wall and you can't see and it's just blocked. So open your heart to healing. Open yourself to this divine energy, and thereby releasing, or that will come first. Release, and then you shall receive, is kind of what they're saying. Yes, I like that a lot. Release the swords, release the fear, the anxiety, and then you will receive love, or like divine love is what I'm saying. You will receive healing. If you want a visual, use your hand. Like if you're open to something, your hand is open like this and you're ready to receive an object, right? But if you're closed, nothing can get through. So just try to visualize that, because I see that if you open it up, you know, that's exactly what will happen. Wheel of Fortune, again, destiny, the wheels are turning in your destiny, in your favor. And with this Two of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, it's kind of saying that things are coming into balance. And yes, actually, yes, because you have the two and then it turns into that sort of like a triangle. Things are not only balancing, but they're really becoming like this energy, like fortified, like really solid, like a castle. It's not just a brick wall, it's a castle. You know, it's very strong in its foundation. So that's what we have, group 2. This was I mean, I just went on a journey. I was in a trance. I feel like I was discovering these things with you. I don't know if this resonated. I hope that it did. Let me know in the comments if you'd like. But thank you for tuning in. I sincerely wish you guys the very, very best. Thank you for everything that you've done for others. And I'm sending you love, and I will see you next time. Thank you again. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, welcome to your reading group 3. You chose the tree of life. So let's take a look at your urgent message from Spirit. Spirit, this reading is for group number 3, please. And the energies for them, especially your urgent message for them, please and thank you. Okay, let's see what we have for you. Spirit, can you please first tell us, what does this message concern? What does it concern for group 3 in their lives? For group 3, what is the concern, please? I just have to say how pretty. I love this is so pretty, the color and the design. So we have here the Ace of Cups. We have the 10 of Swords. Oh my. Okay, so let's get more. What does this concern? I do feel, being that this is, of course, a general reading, this is going to be different. It's going to depend on your situation. But the first thing that they said here with the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Swords is that there's going to be an ending of a cycle of pain in the area of either love or your own spiritual healing or something like that, okay? So you can see, well, I can see here that that is the case because we have the 5 of Cups as well. But this time we have the Hierophant, which is always a great thing to see. And we also have the King of Pentacles. So we're going to see how all of this comes together. But so far, it's already a promising message. Just seeing the 10 of Swords being there, I know it looks very painful and I reacted to it, I felt it. But the fact that we have a 10, you know, the endings of the cycle. And to me, the King of Pentacles seems like things are going to stabilize. And then with this Hierophant energy, it's a really sacred energy. It's so healing. I'm getting so much knowledge and power coming from this card. And I'm also seeing the keys here. So something is going to unlock here. Something in regards to a painful cycle is going to unlock. Now, if we're getting an urgent message for you, though, they're probably going to tell us about either taking action or we'll see. Spirit, what is your message then? What is your urgent message for group number 3? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Cups coming out together. Another ace here. This has to do with clarity and a pure truth. What is the urgent message, please? What is the urgent message? What do we need to know? What do they need to know? All right. The urgent message is exactly that. You must see clearly your happiness, and you must see clearly that which brings you pain. Okay? So let me rephrase that or give you more detail. So this is originally what we saw, right? These two aces coming out together is talking about a huge realization, truth, and clarity coming towards you. But since this is urgent message, they're asking you to seek this and to have your eyes wide and taped open to catch this. It's very difficult to do, but that is what they're urging you to do. Okay, and we also have the moon here to accompany this message to say that things are a bit in the dark right now. I think it was the last full moon that we had, and the day right before, I felt completely imbalanced, and I'm just like, why am I feeling like this? And then when I looked up at the sky, I saw that the moon was like almost completely full, and I'm like, oh, right. So it's kind of like that. It's where things are in the dark and out of whack, and you have no idea what is going on. And with just a tiny bit of clarity, but this is a lot, not just tiny, everything falls into place. So here we have the 9 of Cups to talk about your happiness and your fulfillment and your satisfaction, everything, right? So in whatever way, this is all connecting to your happiness, your stability, and your connection to the divine, right? To all of your spiritual journey, your spirit team, everything, including your higher self. So I'm going to get more, but that's what we're dealing with here. Something that is basically really difficult to see. The image I got was actually kind of funny, but a little disturbing. But they were showing me someone with their eyes super wide open, and literally it was like their eyelids were taped open. What that means, because I read symbolism, not literal. So what they mean by that is they want you to not even, metaphorically, they don't want you to even blink, even for a second. Something may pop up in just a single instant to knock you off balance or to put you right back into the moon energy. Okay, that is mysterious in itself, because that is going to depend. That's going to resonate very differently with everyone here. So either it's talking about your mental health, or it's talking about something negative in your environment, or even just your stream of thinking. We can get more cards on that, but they're saying that you have to be extremely vigilant in watching this and just being aware and conscious of this. And I don't think that anyone's naturally good at being aware 100% of the time. We're only human, but they're asking you to be vigilant about this. So let's see what on earth they're talking about. Can you please tell us more? What is this talking about? 10 of Swords, please. Well, we have this. All three groups in a row got this so far, and that's really not a surprise. This worry energy here, this huge anxiety energy. Because even though I do feel that ultimately this year will bring us into more balance, I mean, it's going to take more work, and I guess all of us kind of knew that. It's going to be difficult to get to that point. So it's stressful. It's been tough, you know. But we have here the Lovers, and we have the Page of Wands. So before, remember I said that there would be an ending to a cycle of pain in either love or self-healing or something like that. It came through again, all right? Let me go back to this. This is really deep. These feelings, or this energy is really deep. It is your soul. It is your very soul. So either you're dealing with just your own spiritual depths, or you are dealing with a straight up soulmate or something like that. I don't think that has to do with the urgent message, though. So let me try to go back here for 1 second. Let me just see what they're talking about. Spirit, can you let us know? Hang on. Okay, just in case I didn't say this before, this is the Alice in Wonderland Tarot. Spirit, what is the urgent message? What is it that you're asking them to do, please, or to know for group 2? 3. For group 3. What is it that you're asking them to know or do or think about? Group 3, the tree group. Yeah, with this Ace of Swords is staring at me. So they are saying they need you to see something. Okay, but what do we need to see? What is it? They're funny sometimes. We have the King of Swords at the bottom. That's interesting. Okay, so here we have the 2 of Cups and the 6 of Swords or Spears. Okay, yes, 2 of Teacups and the 6 of Spears or Swords. So I think that, number one, they're asking you to move away from this particular form of imbalance. So to connect it to the Ace of Swords, they're saying that this is the area that you have been unable to see the imbalance, or at least maybe how it happens. I don't think it's a secret that things have been imbalanced here, because you've been in the distress, right? Or it's been a painful cycle. So what they're saying is that they need you to be extremely vigilant as to how it happens, how it starts, the instant it starts. It's kind of like, I've used this image before, this analogy before, where if you could picture Now, in your case, if you can picture a whole swimming pool and you put even a drop of food coloring in it, in this case, it's a dark color. Spirit wants you to be that vigilant to say it's in the water, okay? So that's how sensitive this energy is, or your pure energy. That's how sensitive this is. So they're saying, yeah, they don't want you to fall back into the cycles of pain or sadness or imbalance anymore. And the only way to do that is by hyper vigilance of what starts it. So let's get more on that, because this is the prevailing message. They want you to move on from something. Let me get more. Hold on first for this. Spirit, can you tell us what is the Six of Swords wanting to move on from? For some of you, this could be talking about just a something having to do with a painful energy involving a soul connection. That could be it. That's more straightforward. And if you're not dealing with a person, then again, it's just moving on from the imbalance itself. Can we know more about that, though? I think that's kind of enough said, but we have here the King of Teacups, or the King of Cups. So yeah, I mean, either way, like whatever or whoever you're dealing with, they need you to just go with the flow. Move steadily and smoothly away from this heavy energy that's kind of sinking you in the water. So let's just get one more thing about the vigilant, or like more about this message. Okay. I don't know if I can use this deck. It's kind of hard to shuffle the way that I shuffle. So let me just try this one. Spirit, is there anything else? What is the urgent message about the hypervigilance, the imbalance? What do they need to see? What do they need to know for this? What they said with the Nine of Cups before I drew this card, they said that you have everything within your hands to have that amazing happiness that you've been seeking. So they said that you basically have the power to create this. And maybe the only thing that's been getting in your way is the back and forth, that cycle. Okay, so we have here the Three of Swords. How can they heal from this? How can they stop the cycle and heal from this? What do they need to know? What is the message there? Okay. We have the Moon again. There's just so much mystery, fear, or confusion regarding this area of your life, maybe. This is a huge part of your spiritual path, development, the test of spirit. We have here the King of Swords, and we have the Star. Oh, I see. One small thing, one simple thing that you can do is to vocalize your dreams. That might not be simple if, I guess, maybe you haven't ever really thought about it, or whatever the case is. But that is a small thing that you could do today, even as you're watching this or after you're watching this. You can just take a little piece of paper and number it 1 through 5 if you want, and write down your visions, your dreams, your goals, your hopes, just for you and your path. That's it. That's one thing that you can try to do. Now, the reason why they're saying that this will help in your healing is because they're wishing for you to reignite your own inner starlight, which is your own inner hope and your, basically your mission. Is there any other advice in terms of how they can heal? Well, the Moon did come out. So by you seeking and gaining clarity, that will be half of the healing, by because knowledge is power. And we talked about stopping the cycle, but there's just still something I'm not quite clear on. Spirit, is there any final message over here? What is the urgent message for group 3? The Magician, the 8 of Cups, 9 of Wands, and the 7 of Wands. Okay. Oh, I see. They are okay, one additional thing that may knock you off of your balance has to do with either something that it either has to do with control or something having to do with ego. Because the magician here, although it's showing your immense power, they are actually showing me that there is something that you're not quite letting go of. Or yeah, I'm getting, for many of you, I don't know if this is the case, but there could be something that you're not 100% humble in. And this is not an insult either. They're trying to say that there's something negative that you may be holding on to, and because of the shadow self and the ego self, you're not ready or willing yet to 100% let this go. So whether this is just a negative thought pattern or a bad habit, or maybe even a person that you feel like a negative hold towards, you're fighting for this, and you've been through 1.5 million battles because of this. And with that 8 of Cups that came through, they're just simply telling you it's time to walk away from that. Because the more that you hold on to this, like, I'll just kind of bluntly say, like, it's not prideful energy in a sense that you're prideful. I really want to be clear on this. They're not saying that you're a prideful, arrogant person. I mean this in a godly sense. How can I explain? I'll put it to you this way. If we are indulging in our, like, whatever, negative habits, or it could even be addictions, or just anything that keeps us from our growth, we are in that moment disconnected from the divine and from our spirit team. I think that's the only way that I know how to say this, because I've gone through it, right? That's how I've felt. Maybe it's different for you. But in that moment, we are not connected. So they want you to surrender that. Whatever it is for you, they want you to surrender that thing. And I feel like it's kind of self-explanatory if it causes you this pain. But of course, we're human. Like, even though something might cause us a lot of pain, a lot of the times we may still hold on to it. And it could just simply be because it's familiar. And we're afraid to be without that familiar, false sense of security. Okay, I went off on a long tangent. Whew. So I really like this advice to just write down and vocalize your dreams, because this is your true soul coming through. And when you are this energy, you are connected to source and to all things divine. So this is your true power. Your true nature is the star. And look at how beautiful and peaceful. I love this. I can feel it. I love this energy. Okay. You may even benefit from literally going out and observing the starlight. Okay. Just looking up at the stars. This is really interesting. So let's just get a final message. I kind of lost myself in your energy. I definitely did. I mean, it was very intoxicating. Let's see. I'm like, whoa, I'm disoriented now. I got to recalibrate. Final message for group 3 and the urgent message for them. So your final message is an encouraging one. Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. There's nothing that's going to stand in your way. If you truly want these visions for yourself, I will tell you, nothing is going to stand in your way, except maybe yourself, but you will have to take that up with you when you're, when that time comes, if that even resonates. But you will achieve this, okay? The 10 of Cups is beautiful. It's a card of harmony, happiness, and blessing. And then the Queen of Pentacles is, I feel, prosperity and groundedness, okay? So I do feel that this is completely within your reach, as is the 9 of Cups, okay? Wonderful. So group 3, I think we are feeling kind of like in the whirlpool right now. If you Because like I'm in it with you. I'm not an outside. I feel it. I'm in that little whirlpool, and I think I need to just sit for a second, recenter myself. I feel like it's a tornado. No, a whirlpool. That works. So thank you guys. I am sending you love and blessing, and I wish you the very, very best. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments how you're feeling, and if it resonated. If it didn't, no worries. It might not have been your group. So I will see you guys next time, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for group number 4, for those of you that chose the flower. So let's get right into your message. Spirit, this reading is for group 4. Please end the energies for them, especially your urgent message for them. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 4. Spirit, what does this message for group 4, what does it have to do with? What does it concern? Please and thank you. For group 4, what is a concern? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Whoa, that hit me. So in group 3, it was a little bit of a whirlwind, whirlpool thing. So I'm at like 50% HP right now. I've been playing too many video games. We have here the 3 of Swords and the Tower. We have the Fool and the Star. Okay, really powerful so far. Really intense, actually. Everything coming through together. So what this has to concern, I mean, what this has to do with, we have the Empress at the bottom. This has to do with your path, specifically in a way of a new beginning, a spiritual transformation, and probably overcoming this pain or whatever this is. A really, really difficult, stormy energy, overcoming this. So this is total opposite here. We have the hope and the inspiration, the potential of these 2 cards, the Fool and the Star. But then these 2 are just, sincerely, I'm seeing a crazy, treacherous storm energy is what I'm seeing from these 2 cards. So this is going to be quite the message. Let's get in there. Spirit, for group 4, please. What is the urgent message, please? What is the urgent message that you have for them, group 4, our flower group? Okay. We have the Page of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the 2 of Wands so far. I'm not sure So let me get one more. Spirit, can you please clarify your message? What is the urgent message? Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. And we have the Five of Cups at the bottom. I think that their first message has to do with your growth. Okay, with the Page and the King together, this could have to do with your, something having to do with your internal self, your child self. So let's see if that is the case, okay? With this King of Pentacles, what I am getting is an air of maturity and evolving. If you don't feel that that resonates for you, then that is the urgent message. They're asking you to do this. They're asking you to rise up in your maturity and your evolution. Now, if you've already done this and you feel like solid, or at least like you've made progress, okay, then the urgent message for you guys is to keep going. See, you're really going to be focusing. They told me April for you guys. I'm posting this on February 22nd, 2022. So depending on, like, that's not a timeless message exactly, but it could just be a couple months from when you're watching this. This here, this is the energy. It's going to be coming up very soon. And they're saying that you're going to be working 10 times harder, or like, you know, twice as hard. Maybe 10 times was a little too much. You're going to be working twice as hard than what you were doing before. And you know what it is? You're going to succeed. You're going to be wildly successful in whatever you are working on, okay? So that's why the urgent message is to rise up. Is to rise up, to grow, to continue to grow, to push yourself, and to challenge yourself, okay? So I don't know exactly how they mean this, so let's find out. Because some of you might be sitting there thinking, well, I've already done that. And so that's why it was a double message. It was a double message. So just keep going, because this is coming. Okay, so let's get more. Spirit, can you please give us a little bit more clarity for group 4? What is the urgent message? So they may be asking you to release some type of a petty battle, meaning a trivial battle that has nothing to do with your spiritual growth. It's just something that really needs to go at this point. It could have to do with a repeating battle or self-limitation at this point. We also have the Empress, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. There's a feeling of being left out in the cold here. I don't know where it's coming from. I think it's going to be different for every single person here, but that is a big part of what I'm seeing now. I'm kind of feeling like that has to do with the storm. So either you may be feeling left out in the cold in a spiritual sense. Maybe you feel like you haven't found your path. Maybe you're lost on your path. Maybe you feel like you've lost your sense of power and clarity. It could be just feeling left in the cold from, I mean, I guess it could be from, of course, like a person, or just, but I do feel like it's in general. I don't think it's because of a person. I mean, only. I feel like it's just in a general sense. Spirit, what else can you tell us? What is your, what else can you tell us for group number 4? What is your urgent message? This is the Alice in Wonderland Tarot. It's very beautiful. We have here the Queen of Teacups, or the Queen of Cups. There's something within your intuition that they need you to pay attention to right now. I feel like we've said that a lot. I cut the deck just because I felt like it, and we got the Three of Swords again. So whatever this is, it's causing you a lot of pain. Oh boy. Okay. Spirit, can you please give us the urgent message regarding the Three of Swords and the Tower? What do they need to know about this specific thing? About this specific energy, please. Oh, that was just flipped into the air. Okay, we have here we have the Magician, the Five of Cups, another lost card. We saw that earlier. We have the Seven of Hedgehogs, or Seven of Pentacles. Oh my. And then we have transformation. definitely. Yeah, I feel that. These two cards, absolutely, I feel that. Okay. So some, actually, you know, group three got this, and I did tell you about that energy. So we have the Magician. The Magician can be a very powerful card. It can be one of a conduit and a person who has a lot of psychic energy. But the shadow aspect of the Magician can sometimes be pride or ego or, you know, stuff like that. So group four, maybe for some of you, a part of the blockage of intuition could have to do with your something with the shadow. Okay, so I'm trying to see what it could be. But this Magician is actually closing his eyes in this card. So yes, there is something that you're not quite seeing, and I think I know why. It's much clearer than group three. It's because you're using the wrong receptor. You're actually trying to see it with your eyes and with your logic and your brain. But with with the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups does not navigate life through logic or intellect. She navigates through intuition and gut feeling, or maybe the heart. So group four, at least that was a bit clearer than group three. Open your eyes to this is their urgent message. Open your eyes to this particular feeling that you already have within your heart and your intuition. There is something that is obvious. Okay, I'm going to get more on that, but you probably already know, most of you, what I am talking about, that something is painfully obvious. And that word pain is relevant because there is a lot of pain that's that's a result here because of this. So what you could be closing your eyes to might be a specific decision or a specific part of your path, or it could be maybe even having to do with your soul's identity, you know, and something having to do with your happiness. Like there's a lot it could be, and most likely it's more than one thing. But with the Five of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, this does look like there is so much room for positive growth here, like the planting of those seeds. But the fact that the Five of Cups is here, it really is weighing you down. And actually a lot of the groups got that too. I think the collective message is probably that, you know, it's time to let go about that which anchors us and sinks us in the water. So, boy, let's get another deck though. Let me just see which one I want to use. I don't know, so I'm going to probably try this one because I looked at it. Spirit, can you give us any further message? What is it within their intuition that they are closing their eyes to? What does this have to do with, please? It has to do with, yes, absolutely, it has to do with the decision, having to do with moving forward on your path. Oh my, I just got chills. It has to do with a decision regarding some kind of a union, either of a loved one or of something within yourself. If it's not resonating that this is another person, this could be definitely self-love and coming into union with yourself and forgiving yourself. But for others of you, this is definitely coming into union or reaching towards something, but it's a loving thing. So it may not resonate for all of you that it's a good thing, but this specific message, for whoever of you it's out there for, this is a loving energy. This is one of union and purity. Ooh, chills. So, can we have more, please? What do they need to know, especially about the Tower? The Tower, the Three of Swords, and where was the other one? Yeah, that. What do they have? What do they need to know? Five of Swords, they said, and that's the second time we're seeing that card. They said, stop fighting with yourself. Like, for real. Stop. That's what they're saying. Stop fighting with yourself, because you may be creating your own storm sometimes for some of you, okay? I mean, only you will know that. If that doesn't resonate, then you don't have to take that message. But I think that for some of you, you may even agree with that. Some of you, like, hey, I'll agree with that. You know, I think that, phew, if we're human, that does tend to happen a lot. We tend to do this and know that we're doing it, but at the same time, we're not actively quite ready to do something about it, which is, I guess, the most human thing ever, because it means that we have to really step outside of a zone, a comfort zone that we've been in, and that's the comfort zone. We're comfortable with it. It's familiar. It's safe. So we also here have the Nine of Cups and the Hierophant. This may have to do with your feeling of fulfillment within your spirituality, or for some of you, religion, or specifically your connection to the divine. We have the Six of Cups at the bottom as well. The Six of Cups is at the bottom, and what's kind of cool is you have the King and the Queen of Wands at the bottom with the Ace of Cups. So I definitely feel like there is, again, some sort of union and balance and heart healing that's going on here. Lots of energy of love, pure love. Love doesn't always mean romantic love. It just means pure, okay, as you can see here. This is very tiring. I'm sure that you guys have felt this for a while. I feel like we got a bunch of messages, and I definitely got lost in translation, so there goes the storm. But maybe instead of it being a storm, maybe you guys can transmute this energy willingly, and instead of maybe being harmed by the storm in any way, or being cold or running from the storm, you can just calmly sit there within the storm and be one with it and be cleansed by it. Yeah, that's kind of the last message that I'm seeing. A beautiful cleansing rain is what I'm seeing, and I'm feeling it. So group 4, I think I have to leave it there. This has been quite a reading, the whole video. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that it resonated. I hope that it helped, and let me know in the comments if it did. And if it didn't, it might not be a reading, but either way, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.